Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture is titled Curious Cometary Knots in the Helix Nebula. So, what do we see here? Well, this is a small portion of a planetary nebula known as the Helix Nebula. This has been imaged by the James Webb Space Telescope, and we're looking at it in the infrared portion of the spectrum, which is where the James Webb Space Telescope primarily works. Now, what we're looking at is a planetary nebula. This is the end state of a star like our own sun as the outer layers expand out. Now, what we're seeing here are these cometary knots of material. Well, what are they? Well, we really don't know, but they are things that are about the mass of Earth, but they are the size of our solar system out through the Kuiper Belt, so beyond all the planets and well out into the Kuiper Belt. Essentially, that means they're very low density knots of material. So these are not solid clumps, hard clumps, as we might think about when we look at this image. They are actually pretty much empty space. But that light glowing from them, the material glowing, does give them this appearance that we see. So if we think about that, taking the entire mass of the Earth and having that be the only thing within the whole solar system, you're not going to have that many particles in every cubic meter of space. Now, the Helix Nebula is one of the nearest planetary nebulae, about 650 light years away. That makes it a prime candidate for studies like this because we can see it in more detail. It's closer. We're going to be able to get a better image of it than we would for other planetary nebulae. However, we have seen this in other ones, including things like the Ring Nebula or the Dumbbell Nebula. So it's not just confined to this nebula. So it tells us that this is something associated with the whole planetary nebula process and not just associated with this specific nebula. We see it in multiple nebulae. That means it may be a general pattern that we're looking for. And one of the thoughts is that it has to do with some of the material being driven out by the energetic stellar wind. Much lower density in this case than a denser earlier stellar wind, but that material may be pushing it out and may create these little knots that we see. And as we can see, they're all over this image. It's not just a couple of them. It is a big chunk of this entire nebula that we see. So we're used to kind of looking at a nebula and seeing just that glow of gas. When we look at it here in more detail, in finer detail, looking in the infrared, we're starting to get an even better picture of the details of this type of nebula. So that was our picture of the day, titled Curious Cometary Knots in the Helix Nebula. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture. So until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.